Namaste everyone, and welcome to our live stream on Mondays at 12. I hope you had a nice weekend. So today I want to start with a little quote that I found on my calendar. Today, November the 27th, 2017. It says, change comes from constructive thought and sound action, not just by complaining or thinking that someone else should do something else. So I think this is a very powerful quote because we can focus on ourselves to create change and not just, complain about other people. Actually, let's not complain about other people at all, and let's focus on ourselves to save energy. So let's take 3 nice deep breaths from the nose into the belly to center ourselves, focus on ourselves, connect with ourselves. And when you do that, it's very quick, but things change already. You feel calmer, you feel more centered, ready, really. So today we're going to talk again about the spine, because there is so much you can do for your spine. So I decided to do part 2. Part 1 we did last week, so feel free to watch that too. And also, this video is about not just doing some yoga stretches, it's about creating daily awareness in your spine, because that's how real change happens if you do something every day, not just once a week. And also, I want to share some pranayama with you. Pranayama is breath work. So very interesting part of yoga that sometimes people don't really practice or talk about. Very powerful. So let's begin. Let's start from the floor, like last time. I want to invite you to lay down, because it's good to repeat a little bit what we did last time so that you remember, the body remembers. And we lie down, trying to spread the whole spine on the ground. So we can do this with the breath. The knees stay up to help that process. So inhaling into the belly and exhaling from the belly, squeezing the belly down. One more. And again. Last one. So here you create more awareness by pressing the soles of the feet into the floor and touching the pelvis a little bit, like a little scooping action, so that you feel all of the vertebrae in touch with the floor. Also, you're creating some awareness into your belly, into your lower back especially, where normally lots of issues arise. So if you want to take a couple of extra breaths here, do. Or when you're ready, take your knees in and hug them tight, kissing our knees. Why do we kiss our knees? Double intention. First, helping, loving yourself. And second, we are engaging our core, because for healthy spine, you need a healthy core. So engage and kiss your knees, or aim at kissing them, so that you lift and squeeze, and also rock a bit side to side to massage the spine. Also, one more thing you can do is releasing the knees into rotations, knees together, slow rotation. And you feel the massage onto the ground, onto the lower back, in both directions. Now, if you feel strong enough, you can lift up, hands onto your knees, and see if you can rock a little bit. But if that doesn't feel good for your back, don't do it. Just do whatever feels suitable to you. That's how we take responsibility. I love this, so I do it a little bit longer. And then I come up to sitting down, and rolling up onto our fours. So this is so good, just to release free movements on your fours. You can do it before you go to bed, to let go of tension of the day, or you can do it as you get out of bed, to prepare for the day. Breathing and moving, relaxing the head so that the neck can release. Shake, 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 shake. And here we want to keep a little bit of awareness into our core and spine. So we want to make sure that the spine stays straight and not like that. So we are engaging a little bit to flatten the spine, also through the crown. So we want to remember this, because when we do it, we take charge and we create healthy muscles around the spine. So what we're going to do, we're going to, hold on, I move a little bit. We're going to extend the right leg and release the muscles in the leg. And then here, we bring the weight back onto the wrists, keeping the spine nice and straight, and lifting the leg up to parallel. Again, engaging your core, just to parallel. So we don't need to shift the hip like this at all. We need to keep the hips parallel to the floor and just lift the leg to feel that lovely, straight line from the toes all the way through the crown. After this, we can release the top of the foot and drop the knee to release all the muscles around your hip and lower back. So make sure that your knee is not up here, it's just drooping, and you can shake. This is great also if you have sciatica or any tension in lower back in general. And you can do it for a bit longer as well, because the more you do it, the more all the muscles release and they're not pinching nerves anymore. So shake, 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 freely, releasing, releasing. Breathing as you do. Well done. Then you can do a little bit of free movement to notice how that feels, that side that you have worked, and then other side. So bouncing the leg, and then pressing it away, shifting the weight onto the wrist, solid spine, lifting up leg, keeping the weight distributed equally. So lots of awareness here, engaging, feeling strong, long line from the toes to the crown. Well done. One more breath, creating strength, and then top of the foot on the floor, drooping knee. Shake, shake, shake freely. Breathing as you do, noticing the movement, noticing the breath, letting it drop more and more, and then releasing again. Okay, you can do a little bit of cats and cows, always advisable. And stretching the cat, moving slowly down, stretching the spine, flattening the spine, letting it drop. So if the forehead doesn't touch the ground, you can use your hands. And just resting here, feeling the spine open. One more breath. Then we come back onto our fours, tucking the toes, lifting up your hips, and walking the legs to release the hips, lower back, before we get into a down dog. So lift up on tiptoes, stretch full, 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 and then exhale slowly the heels down, pushing into the ground with your hands. Exhaling fully, feeling strong, feeling the energy line from the hands out of the hips, and then from the hips down into the heels. Now slowly look forward and walk towards the hands. Very gently flip the hands. See if you can walk all the way on top of your hands. Maybe you can walk all the way on top of your wrists, just to massage them after down dog. And then if you like, stretch your legs so that you fall deeply, exhaling from the belly. Bending the knees again. So this is very important now. We come up vertebra by vertebra, really feeling, keeping the knees bent. So every time that you lift up, go through this little exercise of feeling the spine growing taller all the way up. So you can't see me anymore. Hello, here you go. So from here, we want to connect to the ground because again, we want to create awareness of our spine. So your feet are under your hips, so hips distance apart, and then you are keeping your knees soft. So bounce a little bit. When you stand, make sure that you never lock your knees like that, because as soon as you do that, then your lower back locks. So we want to keep this bounciness. Also, this engages the muscles in your legs, so you keep healthy muscles in your legs as well. And we want to have a look at the pelvis here. So the pelvis, sometimes she's forward, she's back, we overarch. If you notice, now I'm overarching. So we want to make sure that the pelvis is as neutral as it can be. And I would always recommend a little tuck, as we experience on the floor, tucking the pelvis a little bit. So that creates a little bit more lengthening here. But again, these are tiny movements. And as you tuck a little bit, you feel this lift through the front, through your heart, and you can just relax the shoulders. So you're not doing much here. You're just letting it happen by keeping the feet parallel under your hips, the knees soft, a little bit of awareness around our pelvis, tiny little tuck maybe, that lifts you up. And the chin goes a little bit back onto the neck. So this is the other thing you have to remember, the chin, because we tend to do this, protruding the head, and that creates strain on the neck, which creates strains on the spine, because neck, of course, is part of the spine. So if you watch me from the side, you see that now my ear is on my shoulder is on my hip is on my ankle, knees are soft, but not too bendy. And I'm breathing, closing my eyes. So try to do it yourself and notice how you feel in space. Play a little bit with it. Maybe you can also do it with your eyes open in front of a mirror. And notice how you become taller. Yoga really makes you taller because you create awareness of how you move, how you stand. So releasing the vertebrae and creating a healthy spine. Again, one more breath. You can see from the front if you like. Tadasana, mountain pose. So Tadasana is really standing awareness that helps your spine stay healthy. One more breath. Good. And you can practice this almost anywhere where you stand. If you're standing in the tube because there is not a seat, when you're cooking, when you're waiting for something for your coffee, for example, try standing awareness anywhere. Play with it. Okay, so let's go back to the flow. And I like to droop down to the floor, shake, shake, shake. So this is also very helpful for the spine to release. Let your head be heavy. Touch the floor, walk forward, and then softly touch the floor with both knees. This helps your hips stay well aligned. And we can sit comfortably. And we can take a couple of breaths, noticing the effect of the spine. And as you sit, keep that awareness of the spine nice and tall. Keep the awareness of the heart. Relax your shoulders down. And the chin, don't forget the chin to slide a little bit back. And we breathe here. So today, we're going to do a little bit of pranayama. What is pranayama? It's breath work, but it's much more than just breath, because prana really is life force that we can channel with the breath. So pranayama is making you more alive, more vibrant, and it's also very useful, this one that we're going to do today, to calm your mind and prepare for meditation, or prepare for a difficult day ahead, challenging day. Maybe you are doing a presentation, maybe you're doing with the kids, that's also challenging. So you can practice this breath prior your challenging day that is full of possibilities anyway. So before working with pranayama to rebalance the two sides of the brain, which is alum-vilom, alternate nostril breathing, I would like to invite you to do a couple of Kapalabhati breaths just to clear our nasal passages. Maybe good to have little napkins, Kleenex for your nose if you like. So we take a nice deep breath into the belly, and then so pumping the breath out of the belly with your abdominal muscles. So if you see from the side, if you've never done it before, you can see I try to tighten my. Let's do a few more of these to cleanse. So again, into the belly and out. And ready for our pranayama. So we do this using a mudra and Nasagra mudra. This is called by folding the two fingers into the palm, index and middle finger, and creating this space for your nose. Let me come a little bit closer so maybe you can see better. So the thumb closes your right nostril and the ring finger closes your left nostril. So the aim is to breathe equally through the two nostrils to rebalance the two sides of the brain, because each nostril is connected to a different lobes of your brain. So first, if you've never done this before, you can just try and notice how you feel. So just breathing through the left, for example, holding your right nostril with your thumb closed. So notice the sensation of just breathing with your left. Your left nostril is connected to your right brain, which is linked to feminine energy, creativity, relaxation, imagination. Then try with the right. So closing your left nostril with your ring finger and breathing through the right. And again, noticing. Okay, so we're ready to begin. So we are going to close the right nostril with the thumb and then breathing through the left. Then close both and then exhale through the right. Do that a few times just to get used to the movement. Exhale through the left. Again, inhale through the left. Close. Exhale through the right. One more time. Inhale through the left, through the right, sorry. Close. Exhale through the left. So the breath goes up and down and up and down. And now, how do we breathe equally? We count, and this also relaxes the mind. So we try to count maybe 4 as we inhale, then close, and then exhale for 5 or 6. If it's too much, if you feel that you're straining or you're making noise with the breath, lower the ratio. Or if you feel that's quite easy, you can increase the ratio. Okay, so let's practice together. I will count for the first few, and then we do it together without counting in our mind. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Close. Exhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Close. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Close. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5. And continue like that. Inhaling. Exhaling for 5 from the other nostril. Inhaling for 4. Close and exhaling for 5 through the other nostril. And just stay with it. Continue. Notice if the ratio is good for you, if you want to lower it or increase it. Notice the sensations, normal breathing. Of course, into your own practice, you can leave for longer, but I'm just aware of the time. My live streams are expanding because I have so much to share with you guys. So noticing your brain, your body, and your spine, of course. Feeling grateful for the day, for the practice, for sharing. Opening your eyes, hands together onto our heart. Nice deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining, for sharing, for being who you are. Have a lovely day.